All right, so to continue on with a little bit of the, let's just say effed up wiring in this house, check out this beauty here. So here's a rat's nest of a junction box. I'm going to turn up the light, see if, I think that helps a little bit. Anyways, rat's nest of a junction box. And you can see a bare black wire. Well, not bare, but what should have been a piece of Romex that's missing its sheath completely. A black, ground, and neutral. Now, to make this situation even more comical, it's actually live. Isn't that a beautiful thing? At least someone who did some of the wiring was kind enough to identify some of it. And I also love this UF cable being used in the house. So I hate stripping that stuff. It sucks horribly, but that's a whole other aggravation. Anyways, let me take you the rest of the way up into the attic and show you some of the other interesting aspects of the attic wiring. Oh yeah, and this red conductor here is what somebody has turned into a 3-conductor Romex. And another beautiful splice joint that doesn't need to be spliced, I suspect. Alright, let's see here. Yep, missing a junction box there. At least somebody, pulled or disabled some of this old cloth insulated stuff. Here's a 3-conductor cloth sheath or cloth sheathed wire. I'm going to try and salvage that just for historical purposes. Let's see, nothing really interesting over there. Just a couple of spare wires sticking up there. Nothing that's live. So here is, we're better without the light. Here is somebody's version of 3-conductor Romex. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Another couple of splices without a junction box. Nice open junction box. At least this one's halfway decently together. I have to look at this more carefully. Some of the connections that they made in here, they didn't actually twist the wires together. They just put them under a wire nut. So I'm going to take all these connections apart and make sure that they're good connections. You can see there's also no Romex connectors. Now that's extra expense that nobody needs, obviously. But here's the one that's really a dandy. Check out this octagon box here. If you thought the first one was a rat's nest, this is really something. So this is power distribution for the bathroom in this house. And as you can see, that's our hot wires connected there. I think you can just barely figure out that that's the wire nut that's supposed to be on that. Or maybe it's supposed to be on the ground wires, who knows. At any rate, well, there's even a piece of number 10 and a couple pieces of number 10 in there, it looks like. I have no idea why. At any rate, this junction box has to be ripped apart, put back together. I need to determine what wires are, or what Romexes are switched, what's hot, etc., etc. Put it in a decent sized box Heck, maybe I'm gonna split this up into a couple of different boxes. I hope I can do that. It's what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, maybe the 9th one's not entering the box. I can't tell for sure just yet. So at least 8 8 of these sons of bitches entering a little 1.5 inch deep octagon box with big fat blue wire nuts that are pretty well a joke. At any rate, I got to do a little more research, find out what's going on with the what cables are what. Go down into the bathroom and disable the circuit, figure out what circuit it is in the electrical panel, etc., and fix it. Maybe I'll see if I can situate that as well. At any rate, I cleaned up quite a bit of the wiring from the living room situation. Couple more interesting connections here. Live wire there that goes nowhere. I think that's a dead wire if I recall correctly, but again, going nowhere. Not that you can really tell right now, but used to be an absolute rat's nest of Romex wire just running all over the place over here. I've got it thinned out quite a bit. That right there is antenna wire, old antenna cable. So that's drastically better than what it was, but I've got to deal with the bathroom now, and oh well, it could be worse. It could be all antique wiring that requires the entire house to be rewired, so I'm not going to complain that much. This little bit I can deal with easy enough. So anyways, I just thought there might be a couple of you that get a good laugh out of this.